Welcome back. In Public Forum today, we are talking about the midday meal program. Right, midday meal, the largest program of its kind in the world, and in fact, about 11 crore children are served midday meal in 12 lakh government schools in our country. We are joined by a caller right now from Odisha, Mr. Ashish. Please put your question.
Hi, Mr. Ashish.
Yes, please ask your question.
My question is actually, government implemented this scheme to bring the children who are poor into the school. But now, for the fear of what has happened in Bihar, it is not the first time. Previously, in some other states also already happened. Why government is not taking steps? Because it will give a reverse impact. Students may not come to school looking at this issue.
Okay, Ashish, thanks very much for that question. Do you see a possibility like that, Deepa?
Sure, and that's where the political response has been so disappointing. You would imagine that the first thing the government would have done would be to say, we will inquire, we will find out what the gaps are, and we'll put systems in place. Don't worry, eat the meal, we'll ensure the quality improves. Instead, what you see is one party saying it's a conspiracy and the other seeing the usual blame game, even out of
they went to the extent of
so many children
raising the question of scrapping the midday meal if required. This is how the political parties, they just went
exactly. So there was somebody from JDU on TV yesterday who was himself saying that given the social situation in our country, we can't run these schemes, so let's have a cash transfer program. So in this kind of an environment, what confidence would people have to then access these schemes?
But on the hygiene aspect, Ritika, what kind of awareness have you seen among women there in particular? I mean, in the areas where you have worked?
In some states you do see some attempts, like, these school buildings are used as learning tools. I think in Rajasthan I saw recently they're called buildings as learning aids, Bala. Yeah, and then they paint the menu on the wall so that first of all people are aware that today I'm supposed to get whatever, a banana with my roti, etc. And then this can also become an opportunity to impart nutrition education, and then they have little charts where they say you must wash your hands before you eat, you must wash your plate, and then afterwards wash your hand. So there is, these changes come very slowly, and we don't give enough attention to these things, so they come even slower in some of these areas. But I feel that there has been an improvement over these years, that at least in the 10 years that I have been tracking the program.
Okay, there was in fact recently a proposal by the Goa government to, correct me Deepa if I'm wrong, that is to include parents in the food monitoring, the quality testing program. Whether that could be done or not, is it a very feasible, a very practical idea? Also think about those villages where you don't see that level of awareness among the parents too. Bhavdi, your views.
Definitely it would be better to involve the mothers in this kind of program. It would be, I think it would be a very positive move. But going back to something that was said earlier, the political response to such incidents tends to be very knee-jerk. So if, let's say, there is another such incident, we can fully expect the bureaucracy to say that, okay, ideally we should give these children a cooked meal, and, fortified biscuits or some other kind of packaged meal. There have been 2 attempts to do that already. I remember one under Sharad Yadav. The World Food Organization was part of that proposal, and I think one when Renuka Chaudhary was minister. Yeah, right. So they might make another such attempt.
But Ritika, you'll maintain your stand that you said that it's good to serve them cooked food than to have these market forces really decide, and quality of food and other related aspects. One last question, in fact.
The role of the media is very important in all of these things, and while it is good that this kind of an incident is being given this amount of importance, that finally that the midday meal scheme has got media space, it would be great if this can be used to look at all the aspects of the midday meal instead of going into getting sidetracked by saying maybe we can't do the midday meal at all, maybe we need to give packaged foods, but looking at what good has the midday meal done, where has it done good, what were those systems, how can we get to Bihar the message of what is happening in Tamil Nadu so that they can also learn and do that. And just to add to this earlier point on hygiene and the packaged foods, you know, the midday meal is also a great opportunity for nutrition and health education on telling people what is the kind of diverse foods they should eat, on teaching children that they need to wash their hands with soap before they eat. I'm part of a program where we're running creches for little children, and it's amazing to see how within 2 months a 1-year-old child has learned that when he's hungry he goes and stands at the tap to do lots of things other than just providing this cooked meal in a day.
Okay.
And if the media can highlight all of this, that would be great.
Okay, very quickly.
It would seem that the media is more concerned with how this impacts the political fortunes of a Nitish or a Lalu than the future of the midday meal scheme.
Midday meal has a long way to go, and of course the community's role would be very, very crucial here to in fact see how this scheme really broadens, and how the coverage really broadens in this way. That's all we have for you in this edition. Thank you very much for joining us here. Quite a pleasure having you all here. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.